Area 187. It's good to see you guys here again on this beautiful Saturday morning. Today we're accompanied with a few of our usuals. First thing I would like to give a shout out to a guy that made it to member and still hasn't been to a meeting yet. Give it up to TCK Pud, everybody. How you doing today, Pud? You probably don't
I'm
got your
doing
audio
great.
included. Oh, there you go. Awesome.
Yeah, I do.
Awesome.
Yes, I
Well,
do.
it's nice to hear your voice, pal. It's good to hear you. Next up on the list, we have our man Human member. Human, it's always a pleasure to see you. Congratulations on your transfer to your new house once again. How you doing, Human?
Doing all right, man.
Excellent. And of course, next up on our list, we have Rue, representing the House of Infantry for all of our knights. Mr. Rue, how are you doing today? Strong silent type. Got it. Lauren, how you doing there? We have our girl representing the Guardian House. Miss Lauren, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Thank you for being here, ma'am. Thank you for being here. And last but not least, we have our most usual cub of all. Give it up for my man, Bigger Hardat. He's always here. How you doing there, Bigger? You doing okay, buddy?
Yep.
Excellent. Just so you know, I want to give you public recognition on record that my son is very, very impressed with how you've been working with him. He's eager to spend some time with you, so thank you for doing a great job with him, and I look forward to seeing what else you can do. Awesome. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get this meeting on the road. So we're gonna go ahead and go over Green Show like usual. We have not had too much activity over the last week. I know we've have attempted to bring one person in, and there's communications going on. You guys, not really too much to say about recruiting right now. I mean, I think that as a whole, eventually there's gonna come a time where we're gonna definitely see a bigger push out of all of our commanders. But as of now, we do recognize that a lot of you guys are still learning how to do the job to begin with. So, we think you guys are doing a kick-ass job thus far. So please keep up the good work, and we'll keep working with you to make sure that all of the houses are prospering and everyone is receiving a proper amount of recruits. So before we move on, does anyone here have anything on Green Show they'd like to talk about today? Any members? Commanders? Green Show going once, going twice. With nothing else on Green Show, let's move on up. Okay, so next on our agenda for today, let's go ahead and talk about our members. You guys, I say this every week. I'm gonna have to start coming up with something else to talk about. But custom game night, it was a blast last night. I mean, if you guys are on the Eastern Standard Clock, we was up until 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, we pretty much shot this place down. Like we did it. It was a blast. Now, in addition to that, I do believe that we have had an increase in member activity as far as classes are concerned. Now, I cannot emphasize enough, you guys, how important that these classes are. They help. In general, they help. And I want to thank you guys for taking advantage of going to these classes. It really does mean the world to us all. Let's see here. In addition to that, if you're not part of our social club, get with any commander or myself directly after this meeting or just in general over the next week. Everyone should be in the social club. It's becoming kind of critical that we focus on this once again. So if you guys get some time and you know that you're not in a social club, or if you know that you just simply don't know how to use a social club, then get in touch with us and we'll gladly walk you through it. So that concludes today's member table. Is there anything that you guys like to talk about in the member table? Member table going once, member table going twice, member table, member table, member table. All right. Well, nothing else on the member table. Let's move up to the commander table. Well, family, as you guys know, we just spent a little bit of time focusing on the social clubs. And commanders, we're going to just take some time to let you guys know that we're adamant about the conversion of our activity from private lobbies to public TCK lobbies, just in general. So moving forward, this is your warning. This is your call. If you do not know how to use a social club, you need to get with us to figure it out. But we will be demoting people very soon for having to repeat this communication on individual levels. So I'm not saying who you are, I'm not saying who you aren't. But all I am saying is if you don't know how to use a social club and you are calling yourself a commander, but you never know how to put together a lobby, that's kind of becoming problematic at this point, in which case it will be resolved, and we're hoping that you're part of the solution, not part of the problem. So if you don't know what you're doing, get with us. We will gladly help you through it. Okay, in addition to that, um, as you guys know, our Cub and Night King has stepped down, but that's okay. We are always happy to have him here in his service that he has provided for the family. And in time, we are going to work with him and we're going to allow him to continue on with the forage projects on behalf of the family. So that's neither here nor there right now, but we do just want everyone here to know that if you do anything for the family, we really do appreciate you. We just ask that you focus on one job at a time. So, excellent. Let me take a look here. Oh yeah, and commanders, just so you know, it is going to become part of your guys' class time. We realize that we're sacrificing resource hours, and by doing so, TCK looks kind of weak. So if we ask you to recruit somebody and you're struggling to recruit them, and we have to chime in and take over the recruitment segment most of the time, then that's also something that's going to be costing you in the future. So to better demonstrate our attempt to work with you rather than punish you, we're going to be coming to your classes over the next few weeks and we're going to act like new recruits. I'm warning you now. And it's going to be your job to recruit us to our standard. So if you don't know how to do that by now, it's crunch time. And I'm just letting everyone know that, we love you guys and we really want you guys to grow here, but there are certain milestones that are expected of you to meet. And right now, the entire class should have certain milestones beneath their belt. Failure to do so means we're going to have to remove certain people from the class. So it's nothing personal, but please consider this a fair warning to everyone about how adamant we are about making TCK better as a whole. And we need your help. We just cannot have you sitting back for the ride. We need your participation. So does anyone here have anything on the commander table they would like to add? Commander table going once. Commander table going twice. Commander table, commander table, commander table. With nothing else, let's move on up to today's general table. So you guys, we want you guys to know that TCK you guys have had a very successful year thus far. Understand that we're barely at the end of the first quarter. We're actually on the last month of the first quarter. And revenue-wise, you guys have brought in, well, how do I put this? For the paid memberships and for any returning members, you guys have brought in more in the last 2.5 months than we managed to bring in 6 months last year. So that is very impressive, which means that we're being forced to find available funds in different departments that we never had before. So we want you guys to know that some of our resources are going to be dedicated to helping us build a personal app. This app is not nowhere near ready yet, you guys. Don't think that you're going to see this next week. Don't think you're going to see it next month or even next year. But in all reality, this app probably will not be on public display until at least, I'm going to say about 2 years from down the road from now. But the project itself is going to cost us more man hours than actual financial resources because we're going to try to have our own in-house tech department operating all of our stuff. In which case, we're going to attempt to build our own servers. We're going to attempt to build our own app. We're going to attempt to build our own games even, which will be publicly sold on the Android and Apple Play stores. So TCK is making tremendous leaps towards the future right now. And we're asking if any members understand coding to the point where they're willing to sacrifice a fuckload of their personal time right now in the hopes and dreams of just getting an app available for TCK to use. Understand that the more public based the app is, the the greater the chances of TCK bringing in regular revenue off of an invention of ours versus off of all of our own pockets. So, for all the paid members of TCK, we want you to know that we're dreaming for you. And it's because of you that we're able to dream so big. And we're trying the best we can to reach for the fucking stars with everything you have given us to work with. So thank you to all paid members of this family. We really appreciate you. Now, in addition to that, the date is not set just quite yet. As you all know, I just went through a really tough heartache just recently. But we are in the process of devising a tournament just for you. And I don't even want you to consider it a tournament. I want you to consider it a paid member get together because every single one of you are going to get something just for showing the fuck up. So we want to thank you for being a paid member of TCK, and this little celebration is our way of doing so. Now, in addition to that, if you're not a paid member, doesn't matter. If you are a paid member, good for you. However the case, TCK is trying to go to Vegas again. As of now, we have set up more than reasonable accommodating space for at least 15 to about 20 TCK members, to be honest with you guys. And we're selling first class packages to Vegas during the weekend, prime time, to a great resort. You're going to be in a fucking condo. It's a 3-bedroom. It's nice. And all you have to do is pay your portion, which is as of right now $199. The price has dropped from $250 to $199. So if you guys do want to support your family, if you want to meet your family, now is a great time for you guys to say, hey, I know we just got our taxes. Let's put $200 up and go to Vegas. I want to go to Vegas anyway. Fuck it. I challenge you, please, right now. I challenge you. Take some time and see how much it will cost for you to stay at any one of the nice 5-star resorts in Las Vegas over the weekend. Starting on Thursday, that is. So including Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You're not going to find the activities and the amenities that we're offering for $200 fucking dollars. I don't know a single hotel in Vegas that is selling rooms at $50 a pop. I just don't know them. Unless if you're saying that one shitty ass hotel that's across the street from Circus, you know the one I'm talking about. Yeah, I know you know the one I'm talking about. But if you're staying there, then that's a different issue. But we're not staying there. We got a resort. So please, you guys, pay your dues. I know we all enjoy being a part of this family, but understand that the family is only capable of being a family because of what we do for one another. And the only reason why we're able to hold on to such a legacy is because of the things that we put into this community. So what I'm asking of you guys is please take some time, dig into your hearts, and if you have room in your heart, then dig into your pocket and come have a beer with me in Las Vegas. Because I want to meet you. I can sit here and I can talk to you through the virtual world all damn day. We can swear to God we know each other. We can swear to God we're friends. But until we have picked one another up out the gutter or watch one another lose $40 on black, there's still a lot more bonding for us to do with each other. So we look forward to seeing you guys in Las Vegas this year. Hopefully. Alright, so in addition to that, we also have our social accounts. Now you guys, if you're not already on the TCK Facebook account, please log on to it. Understand that Facebook works in two ways. It works by money and it works by word of mouth. It does not work off of one man putting all of his time and effort into something. It doesn't work that way. TCK does not have the money right now, nor do we have a need to pay for our post, in which case to get people to like our site, to like our content. It's unnecessary for us to spend any money on that type of stuff. However, we do have a need for something along the lines of, let me think here. How do I put this? Word of mouth publicity, which means you're simply just taking the time to go through our Facebook site. Pick out 2 or 3 posts. You're going to notice that they're very diverse. And you can just, if you could, please share one and tag a few of your friends in it. If you think it's funny, share it and tag some friends. By you doing that, TCK is going to appear on your... Okay, go. Tell mom I said go. Okay, I'm sorry. By you guys doing that, you're going to appear on the TCK social feed. By you guys appearing on the TCK social feed... Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. My family's just ruining my train of thought right now for no good reason. So, gosh, hold on. Sorry, TCK. I really am sorry about this. Okay, here. I'm sorry. So, as I was saying, if you wouldn't mind, just share the content to your page, tag a few friends. By you doing that, we're going to appear not only on your page, but also on your friend's personal page as well. So if you could please take some time to do that, we would greatly appreciate it. So does anyone here have any questions, comments, or concerns about today's meeting topics?
Nope.
Okay, I do apologize once again, everyone, for the interruptions. I really do. For this, let's get ready to go into the ceremonial closing. But before we do, questions and comments going once, going twice, nothing else, good. Okay, so for the first time today, are there any questions, comments, or concerns we could answer for you?
Nope.
For the second time today, are there any questions, comments, or concerns we could answer for you?
Nope.
For the third and final time today, are there any questions, comments, or concerns we can answer for you? Speak now or hold your peace until our next communication, which will be next Saturday. With no further questions, comments, nor concerns, we will officially consider this meeting adjourned. We want to thank you guys so much for your time. Everyone, have a great day. Thank you guys at home, too.
All right.